There is a new Chicano Art and Culture Museum opening by Cheech of the comedy duo Cheech and Chong.
KTLA's Megan Tellis live in Riverside with a preview for us. Megan, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Frank and Lynette. I'm having a fantastic time dancing, hanging out, learning about the good old days growing up in South Central LA, baby. Cheech Marin, he's over there. Can we say hi? Oh, look at him. Why don't we just come this way? This is your museum. This is your center, okay?
Named after me, but it's for the people.
It's for the people. But this is a really big deal. You and I were in conversation, and you were telling me this is the one and only Chicano museum that's focused on Chicano art anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, in the universe.
In the universe. And all of these pieces, when we do take a look around, belong to you. You didn't physically paint them, but you collect art. You've been a student of art for decades now, Cheech. Talk to me about that relationship with Chicano art.
Well, I discovered the Chicano painters in the I didn't discover they were out there, but they were in the mid '80s, and I was a perfect guy. I knew what the art was. I had money to collect it, very important, and I had celebrity in order to proselytize for it, and that's what I've been doing ever since that day.
But the relationship started. I mentioned you're from South Central. Yeah. You're Latino. You're Chicano, so you have a lot of family. I get it. Yeah. And you grew up with a lot of cousins, and you had really smart cousins. You went to a Catholic school, and what did those cousins instill in you that made you want to get into all of it?
Well, we formed a little group, and the head cousin Louis, who has since passed on, assigned us all topics. And so I says, okay, Regine, you learn about the Middle Ages. Lolly, you learn about economy or something. And she learn about art. So okay, so how do you do that? You go to a library and you take out all the books, and they got used to me being there. So they would Saturday came and they knew that I was coming, so they'd bring out the books, and they open them up. So that's how I learned about Western art, and then I started going to museums because you have to see paintings in person to really get the full value of them. And I started knowing about art, and then when I got to the position where I could actually buy art, that's when I discovered these Chicano painters. And that was my goal from then on, to collect as many of those as I could.
And my question is, more than 500 of your pieces are on display right here at your very own museum. Where were they before?
Under the bed, just shoved them under the bed.
In the closet?
I think there's 90-some pieces up on the first iteration here.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's a really big deal. Now you think about this for the people. Let's take a look at this video now. This is a really cool commercial that I just got my eyes on. So the people need to see. When they come out, they're going to experience this level of fun and excitement, right? Even though it's a museum, you think center of art, it could be a little dry, but you add flavor, my friend.
No, this is Chicano version, man. This has got color and dancing.
Exactly, color dancing, that's what you're looking at now. Before we go, I got to talk about this piece, because I asked you to pick one piece that means a lot to you and explain why. Go for it.
This is a painting called Room on the Verge by Patsy Valdez from Los Angeles. She's one of the OG Chicana painters of LA in a group called ASCO, which means nausea. Because every time they put their paintings up, oh, these paintings give me nausea, they make me say, well, that's it. It's a defiant Chicano attitude. Yeah. But this is great because all of her paintings take place in her room, which is the stand-in for emotional, philosophical, physical state. And this room is in motion. And also her influence of growing up in Hollywood with these dancing rooms from the Sorcerer's Apprentice, It's both of those at the same time.
It has a message, it's colorful, and I'll tell you, it reminds me of the Disney movie Encanto with that candle. There is something special about, and now this is what happens. You tell me the story about Patsy Valdez, and all I want to do is learn more about her, and that's what you want, right? People to come like you did. By the way, Frank and Lynette, this building right here in Riverside next to the Mission Inn used to be the Riverside Public Library. Full circle moment. You used to go to libraries to learn about art, and now this library has turned into your museum.
It's amazing. Thank you, Lord. The big decision was, I said, well, how big is this building? When the offer says 61,420 square feet, 420.
Get out of here, Cheech. Thank you, Lord.
It was a sign.
I'm your servant. Do with me as you will.
Only you. Lynette and Frank are laughing right now. We love you and share you.
Thank you very much. Come on down to Riverside and see this beautiful art.
I love that he's getting back to the information. That's fantastic.
On the screen.
So cool.
All the
go ahead,
information
tell
right
them that
there.
where to come, where to go.
Yeah, all the
In
information.
Riverside, California, just get on the freeway and get off where it says Riverside. And go there called Mission Street, and it's right in the center of town. It's called The Cheech.
The Cheech, baby, and the Cheech is going to be here this weekend.
All weekend.
Oh, that's fun.
Awesome.
Thanks, Cheech.
Come on down.